It's a top three with the top three hosts of Tickets Please. With a full house, Brayden Tanner, Carson Gray, and myself, Austin Gould. And we're trying a new show type where we list off three things that you can do in Disney that aren't necessarily rides. Come join us. It's Tickets Please. Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's Tickets Please. I'm your host, Austin Gould, along with my other two co-hosts, Carson Gray and Brayden Tanner. Welcome, everyone, back to the show.
Brayden, good to see you again, man.
Good to see you, too.
Good to see you. You were
been a long
gone
time.
for the month of December, busy doing shows because you're a talented theater boy.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in White Christmas at Theater Under the Stars. I was Sheldrake. Nobody knows who that is unless you've seen the musical, because he's only in the musical. But we had a great time, and it was a success, I would say. So
I thought you were the late night host guy. I saw a picture of. Oh, okay, that was who you were. Okay.
Yeah, but he's like not in the, because in the movie it's Ed Sullivan.
Yeah, Ed Sullivan.
Full stop.
Mm-hmm.
But in the musical, I'm working for him, so it's like a different. Anyway, but yeah, so we're back.
We're back. And before I ask you about your recent Disney trip, last week, Tickets Please had a nice little milestone. We hit 500 subscribers. We're actually up to 552 right now. So a great goal in just a couple of months. And Carson and I will be filming a blind box video to celebrate of Disney blind box, because I couldn't think of anything else. And I thought that was kind of cute. So I sent Carson one, and I have one coming myself, and so me and Carson will film that just as a little celebration, but onward and upward. I do want to take the time to say thank you to everyone who's given us a chance, who shared our content, who liked us. I also want to shout out to Simi, who was on the podcast recently as a great guest. It really is a team effort over here. So yeah, we're going to continue to grow. But yeah, just thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. And also, side, I haven't told Austin this yet. On the side, I've gotten a couple comments from family that they're really liking the content, and they really liked the proactive speech that you put out about what happened with Minnesota. So a lot of good stuff there. Pretty much appreciated for all that love and support. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my shout out to my mom, who in our last episode we talked about Buzz Lightyear, and so she sent me a bunch of photos. We couldn't find the one of me in the Buzz Lightyear costume, but we did find the one on the ride where I'm with my grandpa, and of my childhood bedroom, which I had forgotten was Buzz Lightyear themed. My mom had painted Buzz on the wall, and so that was on my Instagram. So thank you, Mama.
Are you gonna edit that into this video? Those photos?
Yeah, I'll show it. I can throw it out on the screen right now. You can also check out my Instagram. There you go.
Wow.
The photo with my grandpa. The photo of me and my grandpa on the ride looks funny because my grandpa straight up looks like a war veteran. He has the 1,000-yard stare going on. But it was pretty funny. But I was so we had a good time with that. But so 500 onward and upward. More content on TikTok, and also want to give a shout out to JVTV Amusement Park. If you're in the amusement park, theme park world, you know the guy. He's a very accomplished influencer when it comes to theme parks, and he knows what he's talking about. He gave me a follow on TikTok, so that was cool. Maybe we'll get him on the pod someday. But yeah, so we're doing good. But before we get into the episode, one of the three of us recently spent a good chunk of time in Disney World with his family and his young child. So I wanted to ask Brayden about his experience in Disney World, especially what was it like, with your young kid. How did you find the experience?
Dude, it was. Did you like that little bit that I just did for you?
Me?
I did.
Me?
I did.
It was a wonderful experience. We'd kind of been wanting to go to Disney for a while, and I was the more cynical of the two of Jessica and I, because I was like, oh, she's two. She's two. She's not going to remember anything. But and I saw this in a video recently too. But it's like when you go to Disney with a 2-year-old, those characters are real. You know what I mean? Like they're actually meeting these characters, and they're not people in costumes. They're real in front of her. So the magic was very alive when she'd see Donald Duck walking around, or Daisy Duck. We got pictures of Daisy Duck. I can send you pictures if you want to put them up. We got pictures of Daisy Duck. We got pictures with Goofy, with Pluto, with Minnie and Mickey, and she was yeah. I'll get into that a little bit later because that's part of my top three. But going as a parent really exceeded my expectations for how magical the week could be.
Well, that's amazing. I love to hear that. Disney is salivating if they're listening right now, based off that description. They're gonna steal that and put it on their website.
It's not sponsored, but it could be.
Hey, it could be. Did I don't want to say your name if you don't want to, but did your child have a favorite character that she interacted with?
Yes, she did, and that's I want to get into that.
Okay, we'll save it. And then you did you? I know you went on Cosmic Rewind, but did you get on many other rides like by yourself or ride or swap, anything like that?
We went on Cosmic Rewind, and we did a swap for I can't remember the other one. We did two rider swaps. Cosmic Rewind and Expedition Everest was the other one.
Oh yeah.
And somehow, like, every time we got on a ride at Disney World, we somehow like got extremely lucky, and we didn't wait for longer than like 30 minutes for every single ride we like decided to get on. Pirates of the Caribbean was like
World. That's good stuff.
Yeah, 20-minute wait for Pirates of the Caribbean. For what I thought was going to be the longest one was we did ride Haunted Mansion with Harper.
Oh, how was that?
40. She hated it, but it was awesome. It was like right when you go in the house and the lights turn down, she's sitting on my left, and she looks up at me, and she's like, no, and she like and because she's in the middle of us, and like there's just like a bar, it's like the three of us in one bar, it's on our laps, she's little, you know what I mean? So she stands up on the ride, and I'm like, girl, you have to sit.
You have to sit.
Like you don't have a choice. And so that was a fight, you know. But
that's always where you hear the noise from kids around you when they're like, uh-oh. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about the episode. So what this episode is going to be is, instead of so I'll read what I wrote here. There are plenty of things to do at Disney, but not everyone can get or would want to get on any ride or every ride. Luckily, most, if not every, theme parks have something to do that is like have a lot of things to do that are not rides. So for this episode and this kind of episode format going forward, we'll be covering 3 of our favorite things to do that aren't rides. And instead of an aggregate list, we'll each be covering we'll go through like 3, 2, 1, and we'll talk about what we had in third, second, and first place. And then we'll just keep doing this in the future. And if you have any suggestions, let us know. And if that doesn't make sense, just keep watching, and you'll pick it up eventually, and it'll also help our viewer retention numbers. So that's a bit of this episode, but we're also going to go in reverse order. So for the top 3, and the boys sent me their list earlier, I have them written down on my little Google Doc. Carson is up first. Also, do you guys ever realize that our initials are ABC?
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
I was just thinking about that today when I was putting everything in reverse order. I was like, look at that, ABC.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, there you go. When we get 1 million subscribers, the 3 of us will do a late 70s talk show ABC live performance for you. And Carson will play Michael Jackson.
The Skinny Jackson!
Dang, I was really... I mean, you're a singer, so I shouldn't be that surprised, but that was excellent.
Thank you.
All right, Carson, your number 3 that you had ranked was Drinking Around the World. So that is something that is not a ride, but tell me... And you haven't done it, and I haven't done it. Brayden, have you done it?
Yeah, brother, we did it.
Oh, did you do it on this trip?
Oh, yeah, dog.
Well, I can't wait to hear about it. But Carson... Tell me a little bit about why you want to do this.
Well, originally I had heard of a challenge called the Shots Heard Around the World, where it's you take one shot every hour around, like, in every country, and so it'd be 11 shots in 11 hours.
I guess the hours help out there, like the spacing of it out.
It makes it doable, right? Like, that's part of the challenge. But with basically, as I've gotten older, I've learned alcohol doesn't like me very much. So I changed it to drink. I saw more people posting about drinking around the world, where I've seen people post like from beers to shots to just non-alcoholic drinks. So I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I kind of want to try
options.
that. Yeah, and then so that at that point I wanted to do it where it's like the signature. I was originally like the signature shot from each country, but now I want it to be like the signature. If it can be, I would have to. I could mix it up where like some could be alcoholic, some could not be. Like just like gluten-free drinks, like gluten-free mixed drinks, or just gluten-free non-alcoholic drinks from that country. So you know, it could, even if it's like some kind of like virgin martini or something like that. Um, that's what I would love to try at some point. So that's why it's my number 3. It's only my number 3 because I haven't done it yet, but that's something I really, really, really want to do. So I'm
Yeah, I
looking forward to
think
hearing
that's
what Braden says.
I think that's a great number 3. I also think it's funny because like while you are a tall man, like substantially taller than me, you are like a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. And so the idea of the shots sound like a bad idea. That sounds like Blackout Central. That's not like, especially for you. But I like the drinking around the world. And I'm actually hoping to do this for my upcoming 30th birthday. I know it's your 30th birthday in June too. But I'm hoping to reach out to Disney because I know sometimes they like when podcasts reach out to them, and specifically they like when there are parties of like males because they don't get a lot of like they get a lot of bachelorette parties, but not a lot of bachelor parties. And while this wouldn't be a bachelor party, you kind of get the gist. But Braden, I'm gonna read through a list here of drinks that I written down I thought were interesting. It's not all of them, but I want to know if you had any because you just did it. Did you have the blood orange margarita on the rocks at the Mexico Pavilion?
No,
Oh, that sounds
actually,
good.
no, I did not. Jessica,
What?
so we went to the Mexico Pavilion. Jessica had the margarita, so we did it a little differently to not get absolutely destroyed. But she had the margarita, but there was like a specific festival of the arts themed margarita that she had. It was really good.
Gotcha. What about the one I wrote down that I wanted to try real bad was the avocado margarita. I don't know where that's at, but did you try that one?
No, that sounds
I,
crazy.
it sound apparently it's like world famous. I wrote it down. World famous avocado margarita made with Dos Hombres mezcal or Flecha Azul tequila, melon orange liquor, fresh avocado, lime juice, hibiscus sauce, and Dos Hombres mezcal. Sounds good. I can't wait to try it eventually. But yeah, so tell me about your just general experience with drinking around the world since you're the one that's done it.
Yeah, so we started in where did we start? Because
Canada or Mexico?
we started in China.
Oh, China.
We were in,
Okay. Wow.
we were in
Let's throw it in
China,
the loop.
Nice.
and well, so we were like, well, we're in Epcot. Let's drink around the world. But we were in Epcot at the time of Festival of the Arts. So every country had, or not every, but there were a lot of countries that had a Festival of the Arts themed beverage. So we tried to get. I should have grabbed the pamphlet because there's like a little pamphlet that they give you to like with all the themed drinks. I had like a butterfly pea like blue drink that was like a vodka base. It was very good.
Sounds really good.
I'll put. I'm pretty sure that video is on her Instagram. You can check out Jessica R Tanner on Instagram for that video. We went to Norway, but they're like, you know, their drink place was closed. So we're like, okay, we got to skip this place, which sucked. But
See, they got a sugary ass coffee drink that I want to try too.
you know, when we walked up, they had that. Like it was open, and I saw it, and I was like, I'm gonna stop here when we start. But it was closed by the time I got there. I lied. I'm so sorry. I actually started in Germany because we went to the beer garden and watched the show and had a delicious buffet. I got a giant like stein. It was delicious.
You're doing it right.
It was great. So I had that. Then I had the butterfly pea. Then I had I think we went to. I'm gonna say what I remember. So we went to Mexico, and Jessica and I kind of split that Festival of the Arts themed margarita. And then we went to Canada, and I had a frozen scotch That was delicious, dude.
That sounds
it was
awesome.
so good.
I've never even considered that. That sounds great.
Neither.
Definitely would have to try that.
I saw it on the menu and I was like, frozen scotch. And I saw the people in front of me bought it. The people in front of them bought it. I was like, hold on.
Okay.
Are people
There's
onto
something here.
However, I think doing it every hour would have been smart, but we were trying to like get done as fast as possible. So it was like by the time we got to Morocco, I was like seeing colors, getting really sleepy. So we did that. We got frozen scotch. We got what was after that? I do remember I got sake. I was like, I need to get sake when I go to Japan.
Of course.
And I got a little themed like box. I'll send a picture of that box. It's like my name and yeah, whatever. So I got a little box with some sake. We got in Morocco, we got a pina colada or something.
Ooh,
and then
delicious drink.
We got a martini in France. We skipped America. Because it was like Chardonnay. It was like you can get Chardonnay, and I was like, okay, I can get Chardonnay in my hotel room. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
It's always being in the America like pavilion always makes me laugh because I'm like, but I'm already in America. But
exactly, and it's like
yeah, like Liberty Square.
Yeah, I'm good. And then where did we go after that? Italy? Can't remember what we got in Italy, which is saying something because I think we ended there.
So would you recommend it? Did you have a good time doing it?
I think so.
This is what most people say when they do the drinking around the world. They're like, I really enjoyed it for the first 4 drinks, and then I forgot everything else that happened.
It was like, you know, because we had been like, we went in being like, oh, they're gonna be watered down, you know, they're overpriced, they're watered down. We got to like I said, like by the time I got to Morocco, I was like, I couldn't see straight. I'm like pushing this baby in a stroller. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not driving. Goddamn.
They're definitely not watered down. They're definitely Disney priced, but they're definitely not watered down. They definitely don't skimp out on you with that stuff.
They do not. No, but it was a fun time. We had a great time. Like I said, pricey excursion, but
$120 if you do all 11 countries, I think, something like that.
Easily. But it was fun. It was a fun time.
Well, I'll book it for the 3 of us, and we'll all do it sometime. But that leads me to your third on the list, which is character dinners. And I've never done a character dinner, so tell me a little bit about that.
Character dinners. You're having dinner and you're seeing characters. What more could you want? So we went to is that Hollywood and Vine? Yeah, I think it's called Hollywood and Vine in Hollywood Studios. And because we were like, we really need to go to a character dinner. We forgot to book one, or the one we wanted to book was like the last day. And we were like, let's speed this up. So we're there in Hollywood Studios on day 2. We got on the wait list to go to Hollywood and Vine. So it's like a buffet style. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Is it Hollywood and Vine? Yes. Hollywood and Vine. We get our food, whatever. We're sitting down. We're seeing Goofy walking around. I don't know if you all remember seeing Goofy at Disney World. Brother is tall as hell. So he's really tall and he goofy as hell too, you know what I'm saying? Harper looking at him and she's scared. She gets a little scared of Goofy. He's kind of tall. And he comes around once and she's kind of not into it. He goes away. Pluto comes around. She's like, oh, hell yeah. I love this guy. And Pluto's all funny and cute. So like, you know, she's like loving playing with Pluto. He's a doggy. Then she sees Mickey Mouse from across the room. And I'm going to try to be here as much as I can. So you're Jessica. She looks at my wife and she's like, Mickey Mouse. And I was like, yeah, we got to get this guy over here. She loves seeing Mickey Mouse. She loves seeing Minnie Mouse. I think, and of course, this is a biased thing, but the reason that character dinners were in my top 3 is because of the Disney magic of having a kid who the characters for them are real, straight up. I also had a conversation with Goofy when he came around the second time, because he's I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Not to destroy the Disney magic, but they had the shift change. So whoever was in the second Goofy costume didn't know that he'd already come by the table. So I was like, okay, Harper remembers, but you know what I mean? I got to be like, oh yeah, hey, welcome back, Goofy. And he's like, doing whatever he does because they don't speak. And
Yeah, they
and I
can't
was
speak. They can only make
yeah,
weird noises.
I was talking to him about the Goofy movie. Actually, I have a video of this. I think I can maybe send it to you. But he's like, I say, we watched the Goofy movie, and he looks at he points to Harper, and he's like, oh, my baby. And I was like, yeah, your boy. He's like, man, he's like, they get, I'm like, yeah. And he points at her, he's like, I was like, she's 2, and he's like, oh, I was like, I know, dog. And she was like, you're strong. I was like, we're having a full fucking conversation. You're not speaking to me. You probably
can't say a word, but he's doing it.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, character dinners, the magic is there. It's super fun. You get autographs, which I know is part of what Carson will be talking about soon. But yeah, getting autographs from characters is so fun. It's so real for the kids, and it's nostalgic for the adults who grew up, watching Disney. Disney movies, especially with those like classic characters and their OG characters. So yeah.
Well, I love that. That's that. Once again, Disney is just gonna they're gonna be like, see, look at this, parents, Disney magic. They're gonna love that. Falls right in line. It's funny that I like that he had a whole conversation with you, but he can't actually talk. But I like that he did a good job there with miming it. That sounds great. Yeah, I definitely didn't do any of these, and any of the 3 times I've been there. Actually, didn't know it was a thing, to be honest with you. But very, very cool nonetheless. And we'll have to give Carson a character dinner at some point.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh. They got to do a Winnie the Pooh character dinner somewhere. That'd be perfect for Carson.
It's Winnie the Pooh character dinner, but it's just like me in just a shirt.
just with
a
red
pot
shirt
of
no bottom.
half-eaten honey.
My hand's covered in honey. I'm like, happy birthday, big boy.
Absolutely, that's what we'll do. That's a much more cost affordable version.
Yeah. And Austin's Piglet, of course.
I'll be Piglet. That's fine. I'll do that.
He
Got
said,
that nervous energy. I can do that. I feel like I'm more Eeyore, but I'll take Piglet too.
Austin's carrying the boombox deep in the 100-acre wood.
The boombox. Since we were talking about bears, I'll go right into my number 3, which is the Country Bear Jamboree.
I knew that would come up. I knew that would come up.
I've talked about it before. The background of my phone is Big Al from the Country Bear Jamboree. I know it's different now, but I still like. Part of why I like the Country Bear Jamboree is or just anything like this, is because you kind of need I'm not going to say the crap, but you need like the weird attractions, like at any theme park, to kind of like mesh it all together. Like you don't want, if you eat steak every day, you're going to get tired of steak. So you need like the Taco Bell to come in every now and then. And that's what the Country Bear Jamboree is to me. It is just something that's like a little off. Taco Bell Disney. It's something that's like a little off, but it's fun. The animatronics are weird. It's like super like kitschy, and I'm a big fan of kitsch. And it's just like a staple of Disney, obviously. Like they made a movie with Christopher Walken. I wrote a little bit down here. I know it's different now because I used to just sing Country Bear songs, but now it's Country Bear Musical Jamboree. And so the songs they sing, they do the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, Try Everything from Zootopia, Kiss the Girl from The Little Mermaid, A Whole New World from Aladdin, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from Mary Poppins, Fixer Upper from Frozen, Remember Me. Gotta see a video of that. Didn't know they did that from Coco. That's gotta be something.
Yo.
That's gotta be something. You Got a Friend in Me from Disney Pixar's Toy Story, Bare Necessities from The Jungle Book, and Come Again from the musical from Country Bear Jamboree. I gotta see the Coco one though.
Me.
That's gold. That's such an emotional moment in that movie, but the fact that the Country Bears are doing it, that's something to that. Like I said, it's not the best ever, but it's just something that I feel like adds a lot to the visit and is always funny. But go ahead, Cars, what were you saying?
Oh, nothing important, man. I was just saying with the banjo in the background. Remember me.
I was gonna say,
Remember me on a banjo.
I remember seeing the Country Bears as a kid, and it scared the shit out of me because
That's fair.
animatronics. So when we came back this past trip, Jessica was like, "Do you want to go? Do you want to go to Country Bear Jamboree? The wait time's 5 minutes." And I was like, "Hell no!" But knowing that now, I'm like, we should have gone. Harper would have loved to hear all those songs.
And you get that sweet AC going. That's really like the. I don't know if you needed it because you went in February, but I don't know how hot it was down there.
It got really cold, actually. I will. I promise you, I will get into that because that plays into one of my points.
We'll move on to the second tier. Carson, you're back up. Tell me all about collecting autographs, which is something that I didn't know about until I read it today on yours. So tell me all about that.
Yeah, isn't that cool? So, my first trip was with my dad back in 2000, and one of the things that we did was one of the things that we did was go around and collect autographs. My dad wanted me to make sure I had something to remember the trip with from our first time, and so I got all these different signatures from like Woody and Buzz. And my first one with Woody, it didn't make me hate Woody. It did scare me for a second because the guy who would play Woody is also tall, and so his big old eyes it was like before the renovated costume, so he had those big old eyes and that weird smile, leaning in on me to sign They can't talk. Wily arms trying to go and get my autograph book and sign it. So I was like, I like you. And so but it was fun, like doing that. And then I remember like a scuffle that Chip and Dale did to be able to sign their autographs first in my book. That was fun. It made me feel just as important as anybody else in the park when they were like wanting to fight over who got to sign my book first. So that was a fun little bit that they did.
That was so cute.
I know. And I also got signatures from princesses whenever I was walking around. Like when we were on our way to the next ride, I'd be like, "Oh, hey, there's Snow White. Oh, hey, there's Cinderella. Let's go grab those." And my dad was like, "Let's go grab signatures there." So we did that too. I also got Stitches. That was fun. Because we did that ride too, or not ride, but that experience, I guess is what I'll call it. I don't know what the actual term
Great
is.
Escape.
Yes, Stitch's Great Escape. So we did that. And yeah, so I actually did not know that they did it for the dinners, but that makes total sense. That's a really good way to do it too, to get a lot at once. So yeah, instead of I know some people like collecting pins. I know some people like taking photos of the hidden Mickeys and stuff like that. My thing was collecting the autographs. That was a very special memory for me.
I'm really glad you said that too, because like that's also something that I didn't do going there, But Jessica was very she was very excited about it. She was like, "We got to get Harper an autograph book," which is what this is.
Yeah, there it is.
And and this is my daughter's autograph book. We got Jasmine, or no, just kidding. That's Princess Aurora. It literally says Princess Aurora right there. Princess Aurora, Cinderella. God, you can't see it with my lighting.
I can see it.
Ariel.
We see it. There it is. That's cool.
We got
the little bubbles. That's fun.
Princess Jasmine. Got can you read this one?
Does it say, what is that? Is that Meredith?
It's Merida.
Merida, because like she's like doesn't care about that stuff, so she has a bag signature. Is that the joke there?
I guess. I think it's supposed to be like, I think it's because what is it? She's like Gaelic, right?
Yeah, Gaelic.
Dude, I'm gonna embarrass myself on this podcast. I don't remember.
I was like, who is she again? She's from Brave, right?
Brave, right?
Yeah, the Brave lady.
Okay.
The person who wrote Brave is from Beeson, Illinois, which is 10 minutes from where I live.
I didn't know that.
Sorry, from where I grew up in Illinois.
That's cool.
Pluto and Goofy.
How did he sign?
Don't ask questions here. Mikias Mice.
Oh, the OG.
Mouse.
The mouse, Mikias. And then if I can turn the page.
I didn't even know you could do this.
Minnie Mouse, baby. Oh wait,
Minnie Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Daisy Duck. We didn't
I
get
like the
down.
Daisy Duck one because her outfit was super cute next to Daisy Duck.
I know.
Yeah, that
I'll
was
send
the
that
signature
picture.
I did not get. Oh yeah, that Daisy Duck photo was so good. Yeah, that needs to be on here. That was so good.
I didn't. When I went to Disney, I was too old for this, and so I've never even done any character greet, and so I like straight up did not know you could do the autograph, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one, Carson. I like that one.
That was like when I was there for this past Halloween. Like, well, I didn't do the event, but Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween was going on, and I think Maleficent pops up in the parades, but she only pops up as a character during that event. The line for her was ridiculous. People were lining up before the event even started to get an autograph with Maleficent. So, not an autograph. I thought it was just a photo, but now I know better. But I will now throw it over to Braden. Braden, tell me about your second, which is the festivals.
Festivals at Disney World. I mean, you just brought up a festival, right? Like what was it? The Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. Yep.
Like festivals keep the park alive. Like it's ever changing, and it allows visitors to have a fresh experience when they come. It also allows certain attractions to create new merchandise, to create new goods. I'm just thinking like festivals from like from like an economic standpoint, I think is incredible to have in your park. Incredible to have in general because I think specifically for like Festival of the Arts, for things like that, where it's like you're going in and you're at Epcot and you're already getting a wide variety of cultures in this park specifically, at least exposure to different cultures. But then you're also getting like an emphasis on art. Like when we were at Epcot and Festival of the Arts was happening around the park. I don't play Magic the Gathering, but around that park they had giant Magic the Gathering cards, giant Magic the Gathering cards for different Disney characters.
Lorcana
Yes.
cards.
Yes. Which I was like, that's cool, but like that was specific for that event. And like they also had specific drinks for the festival. They had we saw do some selections from Disney musicals because they were like the original these original characters on Disney Broadway shows.
That's
so we
cool.
got to see like a cute little 30-minute show. I'm pretty sure one of them was Sierra Bogus, which is dope.
Sick.
So I wanted to be like, Milliken, I've been in that school. I'm sure she doesn't get enough of that. But yeah, I just think festivals in general, I think for anybody going to the park, there's just so much to do, more to do than what's expected. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like it breaks expectation.
Yeah, the giant Lorcana cards is cool. I gotta look that up. I want to see that.
It's dope, dude. It was sick.
Yeah, well, I've always wanted to do like the Winter Festival there, like the Christmas, festival. I also want to go down to DCA and do the wine. I think it's called Wine and Cheese Festival because they bring back California Soarin' for Soarin' for a limited time. So I'd like to do that. But yeah, I think that's a great one. Festivals. And then my second is shopping. I think that shopping at Disney, I really didn't buy too much. You can tell by my desk, though, that I like to collect just a bunch of crap, just a bunch of knickknacks. And I also included pins on there. I know Carson mentioned pins earlier. I know that pins are kind of hit and miss. I like pins. I think they're kind of fun. I don't have a ton. I have a lanyard with pins from like 2008 when I first went, somewhere in my storage unit that I got to find at some point. I would love to see if any of those pins are worth any money because I got a bunch of them. But I got these ones back here that are like, I got a Grizzly River Rapid Co. one. I got 2 Haunted Mansion ones. One of the Haunted Mansion, the coolest ones, unfortunately, for the pins are the ones that are locked behind magic keys, which is like you had to buy something else. I only got that one because the guy in front of me, I didn't know you had to have that when I went up to buy it, but the guy in front of me had a magic key. And so when they told me I needed that, I just walked up to him and I was like, can you buy that for me and I'll pay you real quick? And he was like, yup. And so that's why I have that one over there. But I like pins. But also, I just think kind of shopping around is fun. You don't have to buy nothing, but me and my wife had a good time going in and out of stores. My wife is not a Disney person. She likes going to theme parks with me because I like them. But even she at the end was like, we should get the Mickey Mouse ears and take a cute photo. So it's infectious and everyone gets it. Um, I also they also have like I like the limited time merch. Like they have like the popcorn buckets. Have you ever seen those cars?
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And also I have like also I found out that from the time I went like 6 years ago, my little Ewok green mug is now worth like $80 from Star Wars Land. So I might have to resell that at some point. But I just think the limited stuff is cool. I do want to say fuck you to the guy that always buys all the goddamn popcorn buckets and then resells them at a higher rate. Go fuck yourself. I know that's not very Disney friendly, but I hate that.
Flipping buckets,
We
brother.
we did get a refillable popcorn bucket for the Festival of the Arts.
Hell yeah.
No,
See, that's
not
how it
to
should
rub
be.
it in. Not to rub it
Hey.
in, brother.
No, that's what it should be. People should be able to buy the buckets, and somebody shouldn't be able to buy 45 buckets and then resell them for double the cost. That's just crappy. So don't be that guy. But yeah, that was my second. Carson, this one I knew was going to be on Carson's list. I almost wanted to text him to remind him that it could be on the list, but he had it covered. Carson, take it away. You're number one.
Dude, yes, thank you. My most favorite. The Dapper Dans. Number one is the Dapper Dans. Growing up, my dad was a part of a barbershop choir in our town for my whole life, and he is still doing it to this day. It's amazing. They still compete internationally. They still rank like in the top 20 in the world, and they just meet one Tuesday a night for a couple hours with a couple extra rehearsals on the side for when they get closer to the international performance, and they rock it every time. It's so cool. Shout out Terry Ludwig. And so with that, my dad made sure to have me visit the Dapper Dans for my first trip in 2000 to see them. And what's really cool is a lot of the time they try to hire Barbershop Harmony Society gold medal winners. So those are guys who have been in barbershop quartets that have gotten like ranked number one in the world for a quartet.
They try to hire this.
What's that?
For Dapper Dans, they hire these people.
For Dapper Dans, most of the time. Sometimes they bring in some new people, or people who have had like a lot of acapella experience. Anybody. The audition is still, to my knowledge, open call, but most of the time they want to bring in top tier barbershop singers. And so I've got a couple of the list of names up, or a list of a couple names up. For anybody out there who might be both a theme park geek like us and also a barbershop lover, you'll know people like Kevin Miles, Roger Ross, Myron Whittlesey, Christian O'Neill Diaz, Mike McGee, Chris Cuff, Drew Okoa, and Tony DeRosa. And they can also hire international like collegiate quartet gold winners too and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And yeah, recently, within the past couple of years, you can find videos of this too. They sing like an a cappella quartet while also holding these, like, I don't know what the instruments are called, but they like dual wield these like handbell things, and they like shake them in rhythm, and it's like handheld pipe organ slash maraca slash like just acoustic percussion while they're singing. So it's really cool, and they do their own. Sometimes they tap dance. That's what they look like. I don't know. I don't. Let me see.
That's crazy.
Let me see if I can look up the actual name of them. But that's something that I did not know that they did. They didn't do that when I was there. I guess they are also known to tap dance. I didn't know about. They didn't do that when I saw them either. But I got to sing a barbershop tag with them when I was there in 2000. So that was really fun.
So
a really easy one. But that was a cool moment. They got to let me wear the Dapper Dan hat and everything.
Little Dapper Dan hat. Yeah, that when I was in Disneyland this past fall, I saw the Dapper Dans and I was like, Carson, I thought wistfully of you because I know you like barbershop.
Cool.
I think I even told Amara.
That's cool. I'm glad you got to see them while you were walking around.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for her and I was like, oh,
they rock.
Dans are over there.
Nice.
That's
yeah,
a great
that
one.
is my number
I knew
one.
that was going to be on your list.
Oh, it had to
Definitely.
be.
I think they only are in Main Street, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Definitely the main
Yeah,
area.
Main Street, USA. That's
We
correct.
saw them. We saw them on Main Street. They were so good, dude. They were so good.
There's a great TikTok out there of someone who went dressed as a Dapper Dan for Halloween at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, and one of the Dapper Dans is like very excited to see somebody else dressed as him. Very cute. But yeah, Braden, number 2 for you, Fantasia.
Yeah, I said Fantasia. I meant Phantasmic. That's on me, dog. Phantasmic
You know what?
is
I also was like
I didn't catch it.
Fantasia, and I was like Phantasmic. I did that. We just went right to.
you know what I mean? Like, but yeah,
I didn't
Phantasmic.
catch it at all.
Yeah,
So my number
Phantasmic.
one is Phantasmic.
That's a good one.
You asked how cold it got. We were at Hollywood Studios, day 2. We're like, we have to go see Phantasmic. I had seen Phantasmic, but like 2011, or actually no, like 2010. So it had been a while. I didn't really remember it, and it got super cold. We only had sweatshirts on. We had to buy a new blanket. Like, it was crazy for Harper. It was like below freezing in Florida. It was so cold, and Phantasmic is outside.
Oh yeah.
I would do that again in a heartbeat, because Phantasmic is so good. It's so good. It's a pyrotechnic special effects show. I don't know. Have you all seen Phantasmic?
Oh yeah.
That's the one with Tinkerbell, right? Flying around on.
No.
You're thinking of the fireworks show at the main castle. This is like a show.
Oh,
where, like,
this
Mickey
is the
Mouse
water,
is the main
like the water
character.
show, right?
Yes.
Which there is
Got
a
it.
version
Okay.
originally at Disneyland, right, and
Yep.
Frontierland, I
Yep.
believe. But there's also one at Hollywood Studios, which is the one that we went to, and there's an updated version. I actually have it here in front of me with all the notes. But it was just so magical. We actually know Carson and I went to school with somebody who worked on specifically the costume change for Elsa, because Elsa has
cool.
Hannah. Shout out Hannah Sage.
Shout out Hannah Sage.
She's working at Disney, and she helped with she worked on the rigging for Elsa's costume change when she becomes, she gets the white dress. So it was really cool we got to see her and pick her brain about that. But there's just such a ginormous, like, what's that?
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say really quick, Austin. We should definitely get her as a guest. She would be an excellent guest on here if she's interested.
Yeah, the person that designed something, yeah, they can come on whenever they want.
But yeah, so just a huge spectacle of a show. So many pyrotechnics. They changed some things, from what I understand. They changed. Let me look at this. Yeah, I don't know. So Carson, the whole Phantasmic story is like, we go into Mickey's dream, and inside of Mickey's dream, all of the freaking villains are trying to, like, I don't know, take over Mickey Mouse or something, or like kill Mickey Mouse. I don't know, something like that, something evil. And he's just a cute little mouse, So like, they got to be bad people. But it's like they got like Frollo in there, dog. He's got no powers. He's a Christian.
Dude, Frollo is the best. Oh, such a good Disney villain.
Yeah, but they got like the evil queen. They got like Maleficent, and they got like Frollo. And I'm like, what's he gonna do? Lust?
Hellfire.
You know what I mean? he's just gonna lust over Mickey Mouse.
Shout out Claude Frollo.
Yeah, but it's so good, and they have they have an Aladdin sequence in there with some what's the word? I almost said gymnastics. Would that be what it's considered? They got trampolines. They got people doing flips and stuff. It was cool. They also have stunts. They got stunts, dog. They got some stunts in there. Costumes, of course, pyrotechnics. They have at the very end of the show is all the characters featured within the story, the protagonists anyway, on Steamboat Willie.
Yep.
Of course, Mickey's driving the boat. It's being there with Harper and just watching her like process what was going on was so magic. Like again, Disney magic, shit's real. Spent a lot of money on Disney magic. They got some top tier engineers on that crap.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's just being there and experiencing it for myself in a way that's like nostalgic, but then like getting to like see it through the eyes of my child was like, oh, we got to do this again. So Fantasmic number 1, top 10 of all time, top 3 of all time, top 1. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Top 2, not 2. I'm right there with you.
That's really good, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that I want to cover Fantasmic now on the show. That'd be the great first episode of a show to cover because I love Fantasmic when I went as a kid. There was like, I loved it so much that we had to see it twice. Like we came back later in the week and watched it again just because it was so amazing. Yeah, and all the costume design's amazing. Like there's I think there's like 4 or 5 different Mickey Mouse costumes. He's like you said, everyone's on the Mark Twain at the end or whatever the riverboat's called, but he's in his Steamboat Willie gear.
Yeah.
Was Maleficent in the show you saw?
So yeah, the Mark Twain is at Disneyland.
Disneyland, okay.
Steamboat Willie boat is at Disney World.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Maleficent was the dragon in the one that I saw.
Yeah, her outfit is like 40 pounds or something like that because she like rises up into the air. Yeah, a super like you said, they got engineers on that. It's a super in-depth show. They got pyrotechnics. I remember it being a little scary. The crowd's into it. The Mickey saying, "This is my dream," is like burned into my like frontal cortex. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. It's so good.
Carson, have you seen this show?
You know, honestly, the more we talk about it, I know of it. I don't think I think I saw what I saw was the one at the castle and not this one.
Oh, yeah,
but
we gotta get you to see this. You love performance.
But actually, I know for a fact that it was the one at the castle and not this one because when we tried to do that one back in 2000, it was sold out every single time, multiple days in a row when we tried.
Like no seats available.
Yeah, I was gonna say
no
it can't
seats
get sold
available.
out, but there's no seats available. That can definitely happen.
That's what I mean. So
we'll get you on this.
Like they blocked off the entrances and everything every time we try to go in.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Well,
it was like an hour ahead. It's crazy.
I'll hook you up. Yeah, you got to get there early. People scout out those seats. I think in Disneyland you can like maybe reserve them, but I'm not sure about World. I know how we reserved them was we just showed up early as hell. But I remember being exhausted because I was a kid, but it was still worth it for sure. But now that we got that mushy crap out of the way, with Carson talking about his adorable experience with Dapper Dans and Braden having a wonderful experience with Fantasia, my number 1 was Carson's number 3, which is drinking. I also had that on my list. I don't know if that gives you an insight into where I'm at in my life, but because we already covered drinking around the world up top, I won't mention that. I also really want to do that, but I'll also say I'll give the other one I wanted to mention was Ooga's Cantina, which is the Star Wars Cantina. It is like it's supposed to be like Mos Eisley from New Hope, and there's like a robot DJ, and you can get cool ass drinks and cool ass food. They're playing different music. The one my favorite drink is the Outer Rim, which is tequila, pomegranate liquor, lime juice, and pure cane sugar and exotic fruit puree. And they also have a cheese and meat plate, but it's like alien themed. So it comes out and like there's like a cottage cheese thing, but it looks like a blue tomato. And there's like meat, but the meat is like green and pink. And it's all like designed to look alien. We'll cover this in its in its totality in the future. But
imagine doing that. Imagine doing that after you build a lightsaber. Perfect.
Dude, perfect. I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, how much money do you think you need to have to rent out Ooga's Cantina for like a party? Do you think they do that?
If you had enough money, maybe. But I think they make more money with people just going in.
I was thinking like after hours, like the park's closed. They close at 11. I bet it starts at 10K. That was like for like an hour.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm guessing like 25K. I'm guessing it's pretty up there.
I wonder if they do it at all, but also you don't have to drink alcohol. They also, I know people love the cold brew at Star Wars Land that has like the Cocoa Puffs in it. I can't have that because it's not gluten free, but I know people love that crap. My wife talks about the mango beer that she got at Pixar Pier all the time because she's not a beer drinker,
really
but she loved that one. She said it was amazing. I also could not have that because it's not gluten free. Once again, Disney, hear my pleas. Give me one gluten free beer in the park, please. And my money that is already yours is yours.
Let it be as sour as you want. We don't care. We don't
No,
care.
no sour beer. No. Carson's wrong about that. Disregard.
Okay, well,
you can have it be dark and heavy as you want, but no sour.
I don't care. I don't care how sour it is. Give me a Warheads level sour, baby.
Oh God, what is the matter with you? That is the worst type of beer.
It's the way that I can drink it. Damn it.
I do not like sour beers. I feel like the you know when you have like a Warheads when you were a kid and you got like those sores on the side of your tongue.
Feel it? Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
I can feel it.
I feel it now, Mr. Krabs. Yeah.
I can like feel the Phantom on my tongue. Clip that.
The Phantom Menace at Oga's Cantina.
Phantom Menace on my tongue.
Circling back to Oga's Cantina, Harper's never seen Star Wars. She didn't want to leave that place.
It's awesome. Did she like the robot DJ?
She loved it, dude. I took her because we were sitting on the opposite side of the bar. So we couldn't see him, but she could hear it. And she loved the music. She thought the music was really fun. So I was like, do you want to see who's playing it? She said, yeah. So I picked her up and I was like, look at that. And she's like looking around for like a person. And I was like, no, the robot is playing. And she like starts like dancing and shaking. And I was like,
oh, awesome.
She loved it, dude. She loved it.
Yeah.
And
Star Wars Land is awesome.
Yeah. But drinking at Disney World's possibly better.
Yeah, and also, hey, Star Wars Land, just another thing for the news. They're bringing back the original trilogy starting in, I think it's April 29th. So like Darth Vader and Luke and Han and all that stuff will be walking around.
Yes, dude.
I'm excited because I hope they have all new lightsabers at the lightsaber place, so I can make a new lightsaber when I go there again. But I'm just excited to see what that looks like. That was a really fun episode. I hope everyone watches that so we can do more of these in the future. I want to do one of these for Universal, and then we can get more granular with the individual parks. But a great first episode on this type of content. And thank you guys. Anything you guys want to plug or talk about before we head out?
Follow me and my partner on Instagram. Follow this. Follow Tickets Please on. Subscribe to YouTube. And follow on TikTok and Instagram. Tickets Please.
Tickets Please. We're on Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're on TikTok. You can find me at I think it's OsG Tickets Please. I think that's what my TikTok handle is. You can find us there. I think if you just search Tickets Please, we'll also appear. Carson, anything from you?
Yeah, just keep on engaging. We love to see it. We love to hear it. We want to hear any sort of feedback you all might have for us, or any ideas, or anything else that you think would help us moving forward. Helps, and that engagement helps us just get more traction with the algorithm. So any of that's greatly appreciated. We always have fun talking to you guys too. So feel free to reach out.
And for the audience, what are your top 3 things to do at Disney World that aren't rides?
Ooh, there you
Braden.
go.
Yes, Braden.
I'm gonna clip that, and that's going on the TikTok.
Yes,
drop going on TikTok, folks.
Clip that, put it in the comments there and on this video. That'd be so sick. In the TikTok.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching.
All right, thank you, everyone. Take care.